You put a note in here. It says marriage, wedding, planning, total disaster.
Oh, yeah. I was so fired up about this. Different people in my life are planning on getting married, thinking about getting married. And I spoke with family members of mine and friends, and we all agreed that people should be allowed to elope.
Yes.
And more eloping should happen.
Yes.
More marriages should be very small.
Yes.
People should spend way more time on just literally realizing how much of a bugger it is being married and how difficult marriage can be, rather than on spending all their they should cut their budget right in half and put aside all that money, probably between $2,000 and $10,000, and have it just saved up for marriage counseling, because they'll probably need it.
Yes.
Especially if
just because your parents want to invite their
tell
friends.
Tell them to pound sand, man.
Tell them to pound sand just because it has to be in that building.
Don't say it like that. Be respectful.
Yeah,
but just say,
don't clip this. Don't clip this.
Don't clip this. No, but it's the idea of it. And parents, like, it's embarrassing. It's like, do you want your kids to be successful in their marriage? Well, like, they're literally supposed to be leaving and cleaving. This is the journey. Let them plan their wedding. And if they do weird stuff, who cares? Like, just let them own it. And I mean, for me, I brought this up with Marie, and I was asking her, because for me, like, our wedding day kind of sucked. Our honeymoon sucked. Early marriage is a struggle. Our marriage is definitely the best now it's ever been. We've had some really crappy times. And I think, like, are we the only ones, or do people just not talk about it? She said people just don't talk about it. People just feel awkward saying that their honeymoon wasn't that great,
totally
or that their marriage,
like, I just thought I was
just oblivious to even what a good marriage is. But I guess the idea of, like, your wedding day, like, do you remember your wedding day definitively?
I remember these parts of it, but it's not like my sister actually had a good one for me leading up to it. I started piano lessons like 6 months before I got married, because I wanted to play Nicole a song on our wedding day.
Okay, that totally does not surprise me. You and I are somewhat similar. I hate to admit it, but that's something I would do.
So, like, I do 2 lessons. I'm just hating this.
Yeah.
And so I told my sister about it. She's like, Kyle, don't worry about that, man. Just be a good husband once you're married. Who cares about your marriage day? No one's going to remember you playing a song. I was like, done.
Nobody
canceled it.
Yeah.
Didn't do it. And then I was still half-assed for quite a while.
Yeah, I had some few experiences in the wedding that just weren't pleasant. And then I just think the whole day, like, I hardly remember it. I remember what we did. I could tell you kind of how it went, but, like, I don't know. Also, my personality is such that it was just about getting married. And then it was,
the next thing.
Exactly. Right? So total disaster. But I just feel like people spend so much money on it.
Okay, so
our cultures.
You gave a whole bunch of opinions on the wedding, but, like, what happened? These people were stressing out about how much money they should spend? And
exactly what you said. It's like everybody has an opinion on who you should invite. Some people think you should keep it really small. Some people think you should invite every uncle and aunt, which ties into another show note I had. It's like the idea of just trying to, like, what is the wedding for, right? And really, like, the wedding is, in my opinion, it's like, hey, like, it's a covenantal thing with God. It's super serious. Do people even realize how serious it is? No, they spent so much energy just planning this day, this one day of this big celebration, which is all outwardly stuff, and they're just not even thinking clearly, right? Like, you think of even a wedding sermon. Who is able to listen to their wedding sermon with all the stuff that's going on in your head and the stuff you're doing later in your pictures? And, like, that's an important sermon. Like, that you should really be paying attention. That should be done in a very sacred way or simple way where people could kind of, like, hey, hear the word, right? And I just think our whole culture has made this into a big deal, and people spend way more effort on getting married than staying married.
Huge industry.
Right?
Huge industry.
Huge industry.
Throw crazy money at it.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
I think it's going to start going down, though. I mean, it's freaking just everything's so expensive. People getting poorer and poorer.
Some people say there's still a lot of money out there. That ties into my other piece where it's like, it came up the other day because we were looking through the Neil's book of families, and I forget how many thousands of people are Neil's like that came from one mother and father. I think the couple was born in the late 1800s, and it was just this. One of the guys there was an offspring from that family, and he said, "Oh, I have piles of first cousins I don't know," and he couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh, I don't either. Like, me too." And it always kind of upset certain people in my family. Where it's like, what do you mean you're not going to go visit cousin so-and-so if you're in the area? I'm like, you just can't be close to that many people.
No. My parents both from a family of 10. Both my parents.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so you would have piles of first cousins.
Yeah. And I lived in Canada most of my life. They're all in Holland. And so I don't know, like 98%.
You wouldn't even know their names, right?
Wouldn't know their names.
No,
I know the names of most of my aunts and uncles.
You don't?
No. Well, I just have zero interaction with these people.
No.
It is fun when you get to run into them because you're like, at least half of you is as nuts as I am.
Yeah. There'd be a bunch of them that have some
like
big
some of my
noses.
cousins, hang out with some of my cousins, and
they're
like,
just
it's
insane.
a kin spirit, man. It's amazing.
It is fascinating how the genetic makeup is pretty strong.
It's so fun.
Sure. Anyways, I just think the whole idea of, I don't know, there might be people that disagree, but I just think you cannot have close relationship with all your family, and you need to pick the people and you need to do a good job connecting with them. But the idea of like, oh, I'm going to be super close friends with all my first cousins, like need to send them, like, no, knock it off. And very connected to the wedding thing, where be intentional, have people that you're close to that do know everything about you, stay close to your tribe. And then for the rest, it's like, hey, obviously be cordial, but it's not human. It's not humanly possible.
Unless you want like a ton of presents or something.
That's a different issue. Do you think that's why people have big weddings?
I think personally, yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's expensive. It's crazy. I think we spent like, I want to say 15 grand getting married, and like that was a lot of money. That was in 2010. Yeah. 15 years. Ironically, on October 16th, auction day, that's our anniversary.
Okay, I don't feel bad then, because I think I was 22,000, and that in the 2015. That might have included a honeymoon to Jamaica.
Probably did, because that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
On that note,
so you got? Well, I got one more. Canadian Police Chief. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.